Welcome to a brand new deep dive. This is AI Brief, episode 208. Today we're exploring, well, the accelerating pace of human ingenuity. We've got everything from unexpected hurdles for a tech giant to a really groundbreaking AI breakthrough in mathematics.
Yeah, quite a mix.
And we'll also witness the birth of a solar system, discover a, frankly, mind-boggling new chip, and look at some incredible leaps in biology and agriculture, too. And of course, we'll share some top tools to maybe supercharge your productivity.
It's definitely been a big week for new beginnings.
Yeah.
From the cosmic scale, literally baby photos of a new solar system right down to, well, an incredible leap in high-altitude farming.
Let's kick off with a significant story impacting the tech industry then. Nvidia's efforts to restart its operations in China seem to be hitting some unexpected production obstacles.
Right. And the crucial angle here is just how vital Nvidia's China operations are. For their graphics processing units, their GPUs, and other products. A restart would significantly boost production capacity, sure, cut costs, improve market competitiveness, but these aren't just typical delays. We're hearing whispers about specific new component licensing hurdles, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It could potentially force Nvidia to rethink their entire long-term manufacturing strategy in the region.
Given those kinds of hurdles, how much leverage does Nvidia really have to push back? Or are they sort of, at the mercy of these local conditions?
Well, it really reflects a complex and, frankly, evolving challenges for any company operating in China these days, whether it's regulatory issues, supply chain disruptions, even labor shortages, the impact on Nvidia's operations, and by extension, the global supply of high-end GPUs could be significant, for everyone from gamers right through to data centers. It's definitely a critical development to keep an eye on.
Okay, so from navigating earthly supply chains, our next story takes us to a breakthrough that solves a completely different kind of puzzle, one of pure logic, pure mathematics. OpenAI announced its latest experimental language model achieved gold medal level performance at the 2025 International Mathematical Olympiad, the IMO.
Yeah, this is a huge leap in reasoning AI. I mean, really huge. The model, it's an advanced reasoning-focused large language model, scored an impressive 35 out of 42, solved 5 out of 6 problems under strict competition conditions.
Wow.
And crucially, all without external tools. Plus, former IMO medalists independently verified its solutions, which adds a lot of credibility. Unlike, prior models that were often quite narrow, this one is general purpose. And it demonstrated what they call System 2 reasoning.
System 2.
Right, meaning it can handle those extended multi-step problems that require deeper thought and planning, much like a human consciously working through a really complex puzzle, not just pattern matching.
Okay, gold medal performance is stunning, absolutely. But critics might argue, well, isn't excelling at a competition like this still a pretty narrow form of intelligence? Does this really get us closer to general intelligence in the broader sense, or is that still, way off?
That's a fair question. And OpenAI confirmed it won't be released publicly for several months yet. It's contingent on external audits, more testing. But if we connect this to the bigger picture, this really positions OpenAI right at the forefront of advanced reasoning AI. This success signals, I think, a foundational step toward artificial general intelligence, or AGI. It could genuinely reshape expectations across scientific fields, academia, industry, tackling tasks once thought totally safe from AI disruption.
Okay, so from AI pushing the boundaries of abstract thought, let's pivot to discoveries that kind of ground us in the very origins of concrete reality. We're talking actual baby photos, but from space. Astronomers have just caught the birth of a nearby solar system on camera, first time ever.
It's amazing stuff. Using some of the world's most powerful telescopes, they spotted these early signs of planet formation around a star very much like our own sun. It's called HOPS 315. They observed these tiny concentrations of minerals forming, and they're about the same distance from their star as our own solar system's asteroid belt is from our sun. It's a rare, truly historic glimpse into how our own solar system might have looked, maybe 4.5 billion years ago? Just incredible.
From the cosmic down to the incredibly tiny. Our next innovation shrinks the scale even further. Canadian scientists have reportedly created a hair-thin optical chip with just mind-boggling data transfer speeds, 1,000 gigabits per second. I mean, that's almost unfathomable. Can you break down, maybe in simple terms, what's actually happening at the fundamental level? How do they get that kind of speed leap?
Right, so they claim it transmits data at an unprecedented 1,000 gigabits per second, which means, it could transfer something like 100 million books in less than 7 minutes.
Great.
The breakthrough uses these tiny ring-shaped microresonators. Essentially, they act like super-fast light switches. They toggle both the brightness or intensity and the color shift or phase of light. That lets them pack an immense amount of data into a tiny beam of light. And considering giants like, well, Nvidia are already incorporating similar technology, this could potentially overhaul AI data centers, the ones that
Yeah.
currently sprawl across kilometers.
Okay, our next discovery takes us into the realm of human myology. Two research teams are claiming a major breakthrough in growing blood vessels within lab-made organs. These are essentially miniature, simplified versions of human organs grown from stem cells, right?
Exactly.
Beyond just studying disease, what are the immediate limitations? What are scientists still grappling with to make these truly functional for, say, therapeutic use?
Well, they've successfully used stem cells to form both the organ tissue and the blood vessels. That's the key bit. Stanford's recipe created hard organoids with nearly all the natural cell types you'd expect. Meanwhile, UC researchers produced tiny lungs that actually developed breathing structures. So these organoids could significantly advance how we study disease, how we test new drugs, potentially accelerating medical research quite a bit. But scaling them up to fully functional, transplantable organs, that's still a massive hurdle. We're not there yet.
Right, okay. To round out our science segment, let's look at an agricultural breakthrough. This one has potentially massive implications. Chinese scientists have successfully delivered the world's first cloned yak. Now, while that sounds promising for food security, maybe, what kind of challenges or broader implications might arise from expanding this kind of cloning tech in livestock farming?
Yeah, the 74-pound calf was born on July 11th via C-section up in Tibet. It was created using the exact same somatic cell cloning method that gave us Dolly the sheep back in the 90s?
Right, Dolly.
So it could potentially revolutionize high-altitude livestock breeding, maybe secure food sources and economic stability for regions where traditional agriculture is, really challenging. However, the costs of cloning are still very, very high. And integrating these animals into existing breeding programs without unintended consequences, that's going to require careful planning and long-term studies. It's not straightforward.
Okay, before we wrap up today's deep dive, let's zero in on a couple of trending AI tools, the kind that really exemplify different facets of AI productivity right now.
Absolutely. So first, maybe consider Frase. It's great for drafting SEO content, sure, but imagine using its topic clustering feature. You could potentially uncover entirely new content niches your competitors haven't even thought about. Gives you a distinct market edge.
Yeah, interesting angle.
Then there's Hexowatch. This isn't just about monitoring your own site. If AI alerts can be fine-tuned to track competitor pricing changes, new product launches, even shifts in their tech stack. Basically, it gives your team an immediate competitive intelligence advantage, spotting things first.
So from the future of AI reasoning and data transfer to the birth of solar systems and cloned yaks, it's just clear that innovation is accelerating at an incredible pace across all sorts of domains.
It really is. And looking at the sheer breadth of these advancements just today truly begs the question, doesn't it? How will all these seemingly disparate breakthroughs, from fundamental science to really practical AI tools, how will they intersect and reshape our daily lives in totally unexpected ways over, say, the coming decade?
That is a great thought to chew on. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive. If you found this valuable, please be sure to follow AI Brief wherever you listen to podcasts, and maybe share it with someone else who loves staying well informed.